Done with this pile. I stacked as much as I could. That's the ones that I could move over there. These are too big to move. I can't find my rope. Next should be a little bit easier because this is all just firewood, but they're a little too long. So I'm gonna cut them in half, start a new pile. Probably right there between those two trees. All right, guys, welcome back. Another week. Oh, it is cold. Temperature says 31 degrees, but feels like 24. But I got my trusty little heated vest. Oh yeah, I'm nice and toasty. I'm not gonna work the tractor today, only because it rained a bunch last night through the night. So everything is muddy and I don't want to create any more ruts. So today I'm gonna go tend to that fire, clean up some more logs, cut some more firewood, stack it, and that's it. It's gonna be an easy day. Yesterday was tough. Like my body feels it this morning and was feeling it last night for sure. Since I'm not using the tractor, I was talking to my buddy. I was asking him how often I should be greasing it. He said once a week. It's been about a week. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover it back up, re-grease or grease it. It'll just be on standby for tomorrow. I just let it all dry out today. Tomorrow it should be pretty dry. He did say, I asked him, hey, when are you picking it up? Just so that I kind of know how much time I have. And he was like, dude, use it. I was like, okay, that's a good friend right there. All right, let's grease this bad boy up. My fingertips are frozen. Googly moogly. It's cold. Any more? I feel like there should be more on the front end. I've only done 2, but I don't see any more. Interesting. All right, well, joint, unless I have to lift it up. Anything down here? Hello? I had a comment on the last video that asked, why are you picking up sticks if the site's just gonna be where the house is? And obviously they're gonna do all the grading and stuff once the build happens. I didn't know how to answer that. I was like, I guess I'm just OCD. Like I don't want a bunch of sticks. That's gonna be covered up for the day. It's not supposed to rain anymore, but just to keep the sun off it. And just in case it drizzles, even though, like I said, it's not supposed to. All right, let's go check out that fire. And I'm gonna continue to pick up sticks and cut some wood. Oh, I wanted to introduce new piece of equipment to my arsenal. The Steel 271 Farm Boss. The Husqvarna, I have a 455 Mark II. And that thing's a beast, 50cc. This one is also 50cc. What had happened was I always wanted a backup chainsaw. I wanted something lighter, maybe even a battery operated one. My Husqvarna, I went to start it and the string just popped off, like broke. It's at somebody's shop right now and he's fixing it for me. It's still under warranty, so not a big deal. Well, I went to James River Equipment, the guys that hooked me up with the excavator, saw my boy Wayne, and I was like, listen, Wayne, I need a backup. I've been needing a backup. I had already talked to him about it. So now's the time to get it, but my budget's only $300. And he was like, all right, let me make a phone call. So he calls one of the guys that has the demos that are pretty much brand new. Yeah, this thing retails for almost five and change, and I got it for 300. Which was amazing. And the thing's a beast. The problem is the backup that I wanted that was lighter, possibly battery operated. Yeah, it's another 50cc heavy chainsaw. What I wanted the smaller one for was, to cut logs and, firewood and limbing and just, little things like that. Nope. I got a big one. Good piece of equipment. This is gonna be now the primary. The Husky is gonna be the backup. Even though I really like the Husky. It's done well for me. All right, enough talking. Let's get. All right, guys, so the last clip, I never ended up working. It was just too muddy. It's still too muddy. It actually snowed about 2 inches yesterday and it's already melted. So it's, as you can see, it's fairly muddy. But I am done. I'm done organizing. I do want to wait till it's completely dry and I do want to grade more, but for the most part, I'm done. I'm happy with how it looks, and I want to show you what that looks like. So let's look around. If you notice, it's very, very nice. The Kubota's still covered up. Haven't used that in quite a few days, probably 6-7 days that it's been sitting there covered up. But I want you to see how pretty level the ground is. I feel good about how far it's come and how it looks. So let's keep it moving. As you can see there, I got some water being held from the tracks, from the tire tracks. Over here, all this wood is organized. Looks pretty decent. I do have some wood on the ground there that I need my son to help me pick up and move, but that'll happen. Come on, let's go forward. This right here is the entrance of the trail, and it's gonna cut straight through. This whole pile right here has been cleaned and organized, so that looks pretty good. And the ground here, I mean, I went over it a couple times, but I could still use a couple more passings. You notice the wood over there? I had a pile over there that I kind of cleaned up, but let's go forward a little bit. So that right here, those two trees, that's the exit, or the, I guess, you know, where the trail continues. So it's pretty much going to go around all this, and this is where the house and the shop I plan to build eventually, one day. But I want you to notice all this down here has been pretty cleaned up, leveled as best as I can. All right, so let's exit go through the trail. And it'll turn to the right once I come through the trees. The biggest thing I need to do is just this area here. But that's more burning, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see more burning. All right, let's keep going straight. Everything looks fairly well. I'm really happy with the tractor. All right, let's keep it moving. Now, the only thing that I really haven't gotten to, let me lift this up a little bit, again, is this side. I still need to organize these trees and cut them to length, and if I'm not going to use them for any post or anything, then I'll use them for firewood, and I'll stack them between trees. But all this has pretty much been graded. I've got one stump there that, I don't know, I kind of want to make it into a table. It has 4 legs. I'm going to do something with that. I don't think I'm going to burn it. It looks pretty cool. But if you notice, all this here's the orchard. And well, guys, that's pretty much it. This is been a long year of hard work, and I'm pretty proud of where I'm at now after a year. This will be the last actual video of progress, right? My last video will be at the end of the year, and I'm going to use these next couple weeks and make a compilation of day one to day now, present, and just kind of put everything together of everything I've done in that year. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this year. More to come next year. So subscribe if you like, and keep following for more. I'll see you guys on, really, the next time you'll see me talking in video, like with new stuff, will be next year. So stay tuned for later on this year for the compilation, the time lapse, and I'll see you guys later. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, enjoy family, enjoy time off if you get it, enjoy work if you have it. Yeah, and God bless you guys. Take care.